What up? What up? What up? Watch the second half of this game. Cleveland and Cleveland and the Magics finally made it onto a meaningful network. They trash. Told you I lost respect for Cleveland once they started once they sold out for to not play Philadelphia. Give me a second. Let me share. Let me share. Let me share. All right. Share this live. Doom, doom, doom. But yeah, 61-48 at halftime if you're not watching the game right now. Um, can the Lakers keep it up? Can or I mean, I honestly think Denver is winning the championship regardless. Um, regardless, Denver's winning the championship. I think given any injuries, I'm trying to think who I can say will be who else I could see winning the championship other than maybe Boston finally if they don't choke. Um, I'm trying to think. I don't know. Really trying to think. Who else y'all think could win a championship other than those two? Legit. Um, I'm sorry, I don't see I don't see Dallas winning. I know a lot of people are high on Dallas. But what up, Nita? Just got back from Turtles. Pulled on the lovely 1-2 at Turtles out there in Augusta, for those that know. Um, yeah, that was fun. Um, ended up throwing my twist majority of the day out there in Augusta. Um, Fairly dry, but 1-2 is different. Third game on the pair, we had six 7-10 splits in the third game alone on the pair. Crazy. Shout out to the females, Michaela, Bethany. They bowled their ass off. They carried us, man. Yeah, they bowled their tails off. So also, speaking of bowling, make sure y'all know tournament February May 8th. I'm sorry, May 18th. First place 2,500 for the open division. Women's division is 1,500. Guaranteed first place. Um, in Conyers, Georgia's AMF American Lanes. Make sure y'all check the flyer in my profile. Yeah, check the flyer in my profile. On the instructions, all you got to do is text the number to register. Text the number on the flyer to register. Oh yeah, that's a foul. Right now it's 67-53. Lakers. Can the Lakers hold on? I think they could. I mean, I can make a bold prediction. I think if the Lakers win this game, I think they can win. I think they can will themselves to win another one. Yeah, I think they could will themselves to another one if the Lakers win this game. Let me make sure I shared it, and then we can go ahead and get started. I think that's it. Oh, that's another thing I gotta do. God dang it. This is why I need a what's a face. This is why I need a this is why I need a moderator or assistant. Crap. Just give me 2 seconds and we can get started. Just gotta share it. Gotta cut the privacy off first. Wish there was a way I could edit the privacy when you first go on. That'd be the annoying thing is to constantly having to keep doing this over and over and over. But I hope LeBron with a chase down block. I ain't gonna lie, LeBron is playing like he don't want them to lose. But I think that was it. Okay. All right. Yeah, we got tour stop tomorrow. Tour stop tomorrow. Yeah. Tour stop tomorrow. Douglasville, Southern Lanes. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. We got the Tomb Home houses going at each other. Southern Salem versus Top Shelf Stunners. Yeah, that's gonna be a fun one. Um, we also had State. Top Shelf Stunners versus um Southern Lanes, Southern Asylum. At Southern Lanes, we got Tri City versus High Caliber. Last time they faced each other, I think it was in High Caliber's home house. Oh, Davis. Davis out here hustling. 70-55, Lakers up. Third quarter, 6 minutes to go. But yeah, we got Southern Asylum versus I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I wasn't gonna say it, but Southern Asylum, y'all really starting to get on my nerves. I ain't gonna lie to you. You really starting to get on my nerves. I love Mike. I love Brittany. I love Rich. Love Lane Taylor. Y'all my guys. But as a team as a whole, y'all really starting to get on my nerves. Y'all got Top Shelf coming up. Outsiders have Full Throttle. That's gonna be a fun one. A lot of trash talk. Um, and then we have DSL versus High Caliber. Pretty much that's gonna be the match of the day. DSL is pretty much playing for the division. So I think they're gonna have their hitters. Yeah, they may have their hitters. Those who didn't make the cut at 250 Masters. I didn't see much. I was trying to wait to get on to see who actually scored at 250 Masters to see if they had posted anything. Um, but I don't see no updates yet to even see anything on the 250 Masters. So, because I know a lot of the, I know a lot of the owners, a lot of the UBA owners is watching the 250 Masters cut to see who they can sneak into the into the tour stop. Um, And okay, I just found the list. So I think this doesn't have a time, but shoot, Anthony Richards is first. Not a surprise there. That boy can, I mean, excuse me, that man can throw. That man, pause, that man can bowl. That joker. And I was on a pair beside him Monday night at League, and he is just so smooth, boy. That joker can bowl. Lefty or not, that joker can bowl. Um, let's see a lot of names, unfamiliar names. I'm sorry that I'm not that hip on too many bowlers out here, but it looks like it is a lot. What up, Monty? It's a lot of it's a lot of owners that's happy about this cut. I can tell you that much because I don't see many people. I know a lot of UBA owners is looking at this cut like, who can I get into the tour stop tomorrow? But yeah, we got like I said, Critical Role. They're still fighting for their playoff lives. The Outsiders are still fighting for their playoff lives. Southern Asylum is still fighting for their playoff lives. It's very tight, and the part that is funny is that everybody plays each other in one of these last four matchups. We've already played Critical Role, the last stop. Critical Role still has another date with Southern Asylum. So it's going to come down to the last day. It's going to come down to that position round. When that position round comes, that's when that position round is going to be very interesting because it is going to pretty much set the stage for the rest. It's going to determine the playoffs. Because right now, Critical Role actually has that spot. Is this the right one I'm looking at? I want to make sure. Yes, this is the right one I'm looking at. I got so many. Yeah, that was the right one. Anthony Davis went from 72-58, 6 minutes to go in the third. So, yeah. So Critical Role actually has that spot. It's still anyone's game. High Caliber is only up 20 pins on Critical Role for that second spot. The third spot, we have Critical Role at 168, Southern Asylum at 162, and the Outsiders at 160. So third place is only separated by 88 points. And then Tri-City still has a shot as they are 138. They're 30 behind that third spot. So it's going to come down to that. It's going to, 75-61. I'm a little delayed, Monty. Yeah, I'm a little delayed on my end. I got I got some streams up. Good play. But yeah, it's Critical Role. Like I said, they got DSL right now. If they take 30 from DSL, that only puts them 20 back of the first spot. High Caliber is going to be over there looking at that DSL's Critical Role because they're going to be trying to get that division title. I said it early. I don't really the division doesn't mean nothing to me. I've seen a lot of teams go. Everyone who I've seen win a division since I've been in the UBA, far as in my division, they haven't made it to Battle Bowl. So winning the division, I could care less. I'm trying to make it to Battle Bowl. I think you do get a little extra change if you do make it to Battle Bowl. I'm sorry, if you do win a division. But yeah, you just a division winner. Who cares if you don't make it to Battle Bowl? But yeah, it's very tight. So the outsiders got Full Throttle. Full Throttle is not out of it either. They're 32 back of the final spot. So they take 30. It gets real interesting. From the outsiders, it gets real interesting. But I think two matchups everybody's going to be looking at, and that's DSL versus Critical Role and Top Shelf versus Southern Asylum. And the reason why I say Top Shelf and Southern Asylum they're going to be looking at is because it's their home house. It's both of theirs home house. So I don't know if this ever happened, but the first time I've seen it where two people shared a house and they had a matchup in their home house against each other. So that one is going to be fun to watch. Because both of them, well, Top Shelf got a big ass flag in Southern Lanes. I wish I would have took a picture of that, or somebody take a picture or have a picture, send it to me. Because that's a big flag they got up there. That thing is covering up the whole wall. So they got Southern Asylum on one side, bad turnover by LeBron. Southern Asylum, is clearly been their house for the last 4 years. But Top Shelf is coming in and they want, they got something to say about it. And it is going to be very, very interesting. It's going to be a loud tour stop when you got Full Throttle because you got you got Justin Battle, you got Garland. That's going to be in there, and I already know they're going to be loud. So that is going to be. I'm just gonna say it. Whenever the Outsiders is on the lanes, it's must watch TV because you already know we're going to be loud. And I want to see Top Shelf get loud, man. The only time I've actually really seen them get loud was versus us, with them trying to match our energy. What up, Josh? But I really want to see Top Shelf get loud. I want to see them get loud. I want to see them with some energy. I want to see them bring in the trash talk. I want to see that. Like, this is their chance. They should be very comfortable. They should be very, 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 very comfortable in that house. So it looks like okay, we got lane assignments tomorrow. So DSL, ooh, they ain't gonna be happy about that. DS, DSL and DSL and Critical Role is gonna be on lanes 1 through 6. Hey, this cost to be the boss. Tri-City High Caliber is going to be on 7 through 14, and the Outsiders and Full Throttle is going to be on lane 15 through 20. So it's going to be a fun tour stop as always. I love our tour stops. Hey, Kevin, let me know if I can send you a link. It's going to be interesting, man. I can't wait. It's going to be loud. I'm excited to see the growth of Tri-City Reapers. I think they're going to be very, 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 very competitive against High Caliber. And I kind of look at Tri-City as like, since High Caliber and Tri-City is only like 30 minutes away, I kind of look at them two like I look at us and DSL, like that brother sister, brother sister team. So I think Tri-City, is going to be looking to avenge their last loss against High Caliber, and I think High Caliber is going to be looking to stay hot. I mean, them DSL, those two have been one of the hottest teams. I know they took a loss to them recently, but I don't think that cools down. I don't, they both were good teams. High Caliber and DSL are two good teams that's going to be fighting for that division. High Caliber is definitely going to be looking at that DSL Critical Role as they want to take the top spot in that in the division. So I think it's definitely going to be fun, man. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited to see us versus DSL. Us versus Critical Role. Full Throttle. Full Throttle is a team that is still figuring it out. They've added some pieces. They've added some great pieces that I don't think people are really noticing. They just recently picked up Sarah, who's a very good female that you can put in any lineup, and he traveled. Sarah is a great female you could put on any lineup with men, female, on any handicap pair against anybody, and she will hold her own. So I'm super excited, to see their future and their growth. But of course, I got us winning. It's hard to, go against your own team, especially when we're trying to make the playoff race. We're only about maybe, I think we're 8 points out. So I think it's going to be a good one. It is funny to see because we had Thursday night league. Thursday league was kind of very similar to a UBA tour stop out there in Delk Road. They with Ty, Big Terry going back and forth. Jaime was in the bunch. Hey, that was a no pun intended there. But Denver is within 7 now. We also watching the game. Anybody who's on Denver is within 7 on an 8-0 run right now. Can the Lakers survive? But tomorrow is going to be very competitive. It should be very loud. Should be very fun. Don't forget, it's an early start time. So we're at 11 a.m. start time for the tour stop. So the tour stop tomorrow is at Douglasville, Southern Lanes, and we're looking forward to it. It's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting, man. I don't know, man. I just got a feeling like tomorrow is going to be a shocker. Like somebody's going to shock somebody tomorrow. I don't know. I just got that feeling. I hope it's not us, but I just got a feeling that it's going to be a shocker tomorrow. One team is going down that we don't expect. Good pass from Jokic. That was a crazy pass. So I think tomorrow should be full. Who I would like to see get surprised? Of course, I would like to see Southern Asylum get surprised because we're in the playoff hunt. We're 2 games behind them. To me, it doesn't matter because we are so far as the outsiders. We're not to say that we're out of it, because like I just said, we definitely playoff wise, we're still in it. The thing about it is our road isn't weak at all. It is not. Oh, wow, Alex. Alex, you called it. I'm sorry. I don't know if y'all saw it, but you called it, Alex. Not going to lie to y'all. Alex and me was on the phone right before he started bowling. Me and Alex was talking. I said, dang, Alex. I said, you got rejuvenated after you not damn near announced your retirement on Wednesday. And Alex said, yo, me and Terry he said, I've been bowling. I've been on a tear. Alex went to the no tap on Friday, bowled out of his mind, ended up winning the no tap. And then he called me and he was like, yeah, I'm on my way. Me and Terry about to win this doubles at Southern Lanes. And he called it. Alex called it. He told me. What you end up bowling, Alex? Tell me, put it in the chat what you ended up bowling. Yeah, EK. Alex, he told me. He called me. He called me probably about 30 minutes before they started. Maybe even 15 minutes. We was on the phone for a little while. And he called it. He said, y'all about to go in here. And me and Scary Terry about to win it. And I said, hey, I see you, boy. Them boys is hot. You're right. That boy Alex, congratulations. Congratulations. You know. So Terry, I want to see you at a tour stop though, Terry. Like that's big. That I'm happy for you, Alex. And I hope we'll talk, me and Alex talk on a personal level, but I hope those distractions that you can see what you can do without those distractions, man, and keep it up. Like, hey, everybody ain't met. Some people only supposed to be at your side for a season. You know what I'm talking about, but we'll talk about that later. Congratulations to you, man. Real talk. Congratulations for you. I'm happy for you. Now, if we could just get that average up, you be. I'm messing with you. But back to the tour stop, like the outsiders, we have a tough road because that last, we got Full Throttle this stop, which they're nothing to be slept on. His name Michael Johnson, I believe. He shot 299 in Vegas. I'm glad he did it in Vegas. I'm glad he did it in Vegas because he won't be at the tour stop tomorrow. Thank you, Michael, for going to Vegas. Happy birthday, Miss Joan. Want to give Miss Joan a birthday shout out. Miss Joan is an awesome, awesome lady. I wish Miss Joan have a great time in Vegas. It's a great place to spend your your birthdays in Vegas. So let me wish her a happy birthday. Yeah, so happy birthday, Miss Joan. Everybody wish Miss Joan a happy birthday. Send her a message, a stew pigeon, a text, a messenger on her Facebook. Let her know that we appreciate Miss Joan and Full Throttle. They're a full team. I always will support Miss Joan and Full Throttle because she's a new team. She's doing it right. She's trying to build. She has a great personality, and I think she can definitely grow that team. So congratulations. A happy birthday to you, Miss Joan. But like I said, as far as the outsiders, we have a tough road. We have Full Throttle here and at Conyers. And then if we are fortunate enough to make it through that, we have to face Critical Role or probably Southern Asylum to get in the playoff for that position round. There's a possibility we can also face High Caliber if they drop down, but looking at their schedule, I don't see them dropping down neither because they have Southern Asylum. I'm sorry, they have Top Shelf. And the last time they faced Top Shelf, it wasn't that pretty. And I think, I don't want to say it, but I just hope Top Shelf is not on the I hope they're not in the business of just, giving it up. I want them to kind of play spoiler. So I'm hoping that they can play spoiler. But like I said, my prediction, and my prediction can still work for the playoffs. I predicted DSL, Critical Role, and the Outsiders. So we can actually, hey, it can happen. I don't see it happening. I think me and Critical Role, one of us is going to get in. I High Caliber. If I'm just being honest, I don't see High Caliber missing the playoffs the way they is. You tell them to put you in the lineup. I already told them about you. All you gotta do is make that call and hey, get that jersey. Like I told you, sometimes you gotta let me also say that with the UBA, as an owner, I can speak to this. In the UBA, you gotta kind of sometimes take the back seat when you don't want to. Because you have to understand the magnitude of the situation. Like you gotta understand, like for example, the Outsiders roster, we have about four, and I'm shortchanging it because we have a lot of people on the roster that's not active. But active people, we probably have about 35 active. And then we have probably another 40 that can be active. And when I say can be active, some people came on or we brought on at the end of the season. And during that end of the season, you kind of don't. trying to find a way to put it, but I'm gonna just say it. Some people just don't fit for you to just input them. Some people you have to kind of handhold, hold their hand, or make the situation the best for them. Especially when you're in the midst of a playoff run. If we were in the position like Dirty South Legends, and we kind of had that big lead in number one, then I could kind of implement people as they are. But when you're trying to build something and you're trying to have you have to have some type of structure and some type of way of doing things. And sometimes as an owner and as a team, that doesn't fit the bowler. Prime example, because I know he won't mind me telling him, but we have a bowler that we haven't even really unleashed yet, which is Jared. I think Jared thrives in these situations where you put him in competitive situations and he doesn't back down. Like he can bowl with the best of them. But what happened with Jared is he was starting a new job, his work schedule changed, so he couldn't. His focus kind of moved to his family, even though he was still part of the team. So now he's getting back. You know, he's got his job down packed. He got his family, situated with his new job. He got his time schedule. So now he can kind of start bowling UBA, which he did bowl an event this year. But to implement Jared into the system right now, when we're on this playoff push and we have a group of guys that's kind of been getting us there, it wouldn't be fair to Jared because we're putting him in a situation where he's just coming to bowl, but the team that's been fighting is we're fighting for our playoff lives. Let's be real. So we have to strategically put Jared in the lineup or make it extremely comfortable for him to be in that lineup. So sometimes, like as a bowler, we just want to bowl everything. We just think, oh, I could bowl 230, I could bowl 240, I could bowl 250, just like that. But I'm here to tell you this as an owner of a team. I don't care. I don't care if you can occasionally bowl 230. That doesn't move me to put you in a tour stop lineup when we're traveling. It's just being real. Can you do it? Yeah, I'm sure you can. But I'd rather put somebody in there who I know averages 220 than possibly can get 220. There's a big difference in that. Your average is who you are. And that's what bowlers have a slight delusion of. Like you have an average for a reason. That's who you are. And it's already difficult to put a lineup in, especially like this past tour. This current tour stop, where you have so many people going to 250 Masters, other tournaments. We had in our area, we had state tournament that is Saturday and Sunday. We also had 250 Masters, and then we had Turtles. So we have 3 tournaments in our area that is pushing people elsewhere. So at this point, it's like now we're just trying to get bodies because we have active people who bowl in all of those. We have, people like, Dwayne Montgomery who shot 300 in Turtles, recently. We have Nick Reed who goes to 250 Masters who just finished second last year in 250 Masters. So, of course, he's going to go back and try to, get over that hump. That's understandable. We have a lot of our scratch bowlers that are going to 250 Masters, and they're going to compete with the best of the best in the area. That's understandable, for those tournaments. So, like, tour stops like this, where teams may be spread it thin, you may get your number called. And when you get your number called, you can't be in your feelings because you didn't bowl the last tour stop or one thing about the UBA, you have to stay ready. Shout out to Nick Weems because last tour stop, Nick just showed up to support. He had no intentions to bowl. He wanted, he was like, yo, I'm off. I'm going to go as is local, or so I'm gonna go and support the people, support my team. But when he came in, he said, "Hey, dog, if you need me, I'm ready." So Nick wasn't in a tour stop for a couple of, I think Nick bowled, I think he bowled one tour stop before that. So we had a situation with a couple of bowlers, and we had to put Nick in. Yeah, hey Nick, I know we got 5 minutes before we start, but we need you to bowl. He went to the car, got his stuff, and not only did he bowl, he was on a pair with Josh Rondino. He was also on a pair with Tynell, and who was a third? Christian Knowles. Like, that's a killer pair to be thrown into, but he wasn't in his feelings about being in a. He stayed ready, and you just never know when your number is called, And then a lot of people too who are new to the UBA, we have very, very, very strict jersey rules. So if you don't have your jersey, or if you had no intentions on getting a jersey, or like, you can't just be thrown in like that. Like, we have to, like, everybody has a unique name on the back. And everybody has their name on the back. And that name that you have on the back goes into a system. And if it doesn't match up during the play, like, you cause your team to lose points. And we knew about that firsthand for when our first season. Y'all have heard me tell the story before. I didn't understand how to use the system. I used the system wrong. And our first year, we had 36 points getting taken away from us for jersey malfunction, jersey violations, which is that's their rules, So a lot of times people be in their feelings and don't even understand the rule. Oh my gosh, that was a foul. Lakers is up right now, 93-80 to start of the fourth quarter. But yeah, you have to stay ready, man. You have to stay ready. And it's, if you staying ready, and like right now, Alex, it's hot. So if I was a team owner and I see the way, Alex is bowling, I see the way Terry is bowling, I'm like, I need you in. I need you in. So you have to understand, this is bowling, but you're not bowling league when you have the UBA, because you got a lot going on. You have to understand, everybody, like, they're too, like, you bowl against me and you trying to get a 2-lane courtesy, I'm making sure you don't get it. I'm letting you know that, like, you gotta, there's stuff that happens. There's showmanship. Like, us as owners, us as, I'm gonna call it, antagonizers. I got one, I'm waiting for him, but I can't wait to put him in the lineup. And unfortunately, I pray to God, well, y'all better hope I can't put him in the lineup till next year. But when I can put Jacob in, who's an antagonizer, who ain't going to stop, we're going to pick up on cues. You can't just walk up there and continue to strike on us. That's one of my team rules. You see somebody stringing shots, you better say something to him walking up to the approach. Do not let him walk up and continue to strike like that. Or period. Like, there's showmanship. I see you. Oh, you need 2-lane courtesies. I don't even care if I'm bowling. I'm standing on the approach beside you. I'm not even giving you a courtesy if you need 2-lane courtesy. That's the stuff that happens in the UBA, and everybody can't bowl with that. Everybody can't. Everybody doesn't. Everybody doesn't perform well in those atmospheres. Because I'm telling you, like, if you bowl against my team, I'm going to distract you in every which way possible. It's the nature of the beast. The only rule is I can't touch you. So there's no 2-lane courtesy. I don't care if you need it. I don't care if you need 1-lane courtesy, because you can ask Top Shelf. I did it I wasn't even bowling against Top Shelf, and I'm standing on the approach. And I'm not moving. And you can ask I forgot his name. My bad. My bad, big dog. It's on the tip of my tongue. Pause. I can't remember his name. But you can ask him. He tried to wear headphones against us. No, sir. No, sir. I see you with headphones on. I'm personally coming up to you every time you bowl. Now, did he bowl well? Yes, he bowled extremely well in Forest Park. He held his team, and his team backed him up and everything. But that is something you have to deal with. I'm not just going to sit there and let you stand there and try to shut me out or eliminate a distraction. No. You come up there with headphones on and you think, no, I'm gonna find your phone and I'm gonna hit pause. God is my witness. Like, like I'm definitely doing it. Like I'm letting you know that now. Like, and that's just the UBA. LeBron should have got a tech right there. Oh, he's snapping on his bench. My bad. I thought he was snapping on the rest. 95-82, 99 minutes to go. But yeah, like yo, the UBA is it's a fun environment, but it's also a challenging environment. So like everybody who thinks they're just a bowler, and then not only that, the team you gotta watch who you put out there. Like I know I got Garland and Justin Battle on Sunday. I can't put nobody in there who can't. First of all, if you can't even handle no, I know you can't handle what they're going to bring at the tour stop. Like you can't even take no well. Like, hey, I'm bowling tour stop. No, like you can't even handle that. How the hell are you gonna handle when Garland and Garland and Justin Battle is sitting there talking to you or yelling at you, or because they're gonna be loud. They're gonna have the music. They're gonna have their head the boom box. Yo, it's a live event. It is something to relish on. It is something to watch. I don't care. I make sure it is must see TV, especially if we home. If we anywhere in Georgia and we home, man, I am acting a fool because I ain't got to drive an hour or two to get to a tour stop. I ain't gonna lie. If I have to drive a long distance, you may get some grace. You may. Still gonna be live. You may get some grace because I hate driving. I ain't gonna lie to you. I hate driving with a passion. So if I stayed the night there, or if I ain't going home, or if I get to go home within an hour drive, like it's gonna be a long day for you. There's a reason why everybody likes to play us. It's because they know that match is going to be live. And like we had a situation, and I gotta reply to this. It was on. I keep forgetting to reply, but it's on our UBA president's page. There was a question about who's the matchup of the week, or who's going to be a good two matchups. And I got a reply. My reply is going to be yes, DSL and Critical Role is going to be a good matchup coming up. And then we have Critical Role and Southern and Silent at the next matchup in Conyers. But let me tell you something. If you bringing cameras out, yo, the Outsiders is must-see TV. I'm telling you, I don't care who we're bowling. Just look at the last tour stop. Those who was there, those who saw the video, yo, we are live. We are live, and we're going to stay live. And we don't care who you are. That's why I love what Stay Dangerous is doing over there, out there in North Carolina. Like that energy, I love it. When we bowl Dilly Daff and they got this, I love bowling them. Like they got that energy. Beach Ballers is another one. Shout out to them for winning the brawl in Myrtle Beach, which is their home house. Which hey, we applaud y'all. They're a fun team. Like I know they get live because they got live with us. Like so, you have to, you have to understand what you're bowling it, and it looks easy. Yeah, but I know if I know you watch, you look at you got headphones on, you're not gonna make it. Or I'm sorry, I ain't gonna say you're not gonna make it, but you have to show me. You have to show me you can make it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, ooh, man, LeBron should have got a tech right there. He stopped playing defense to complain. He complains way too much. Uh, but yeah, but real quick, I want to kind of switch gears real quick. Because I'm excited. I haven't made the announcement yet. But I guess right now is the perfect time to make the announcement. But I want to give a shout out to Josh and I want to give a shout out to Josh. Give a shout out to Sam Benefield. Um, we let me see. I gotta see what my schedule looking like. I'm trying to think of my schedule, but sometime this week we got to get you on the show, both of you guys, um, because this right here is dope. Um, oops, let me get back. Excuse me. Yeah, this right here is dope. They just opened a storefront, um, pro shop. This is like, I ain't gonna lie, this is amazing, amazing. The way it looks, the way it's set up. Um, this is I think every bowler's dream right here. I think this is one of the first ones like this in Georgia. I know they have a couple of them up north. I just learned this is but standalone shops, pro shops that's not in a bowling alley. This is Critical Role Bowling Supply, and Sam reached out to me. And at first, when he reached out to me, I thought he was thinking of trying to come up with names and suggestions for people who he could hire, not knowing that he was asking me about my interests with it. And when he asked me if I would be interested in a job, or know anybody who would be interested in a job in helping with the pro shop, it was a no-brainer. It was an easy yes for me. Um, and I guess as you can now figure out, I am joining Critical Roles Bowling Supply Pro Shop. I'm excited to learn from Josh, Sam, both two people I deeply, deeply respect, both on the lanes and off the lanes. We both, had great conversations on and off the lanes. Two guys that I've known since I moved to Georgia, that have been nothing but stand up guys. And I want to deeply, deeply say thank you from the bottom of my heart for this opportunity. Anybody who knows me knows I've been trying to learn and trying to get into a pro shop so I could just learn more about the sport, learn more about bowling balls. And them giving me this opportunity. I also want to thank Daniel Cohen because he actually gave me my first opportunity to work in a pro shop. But this was an honor to be even asked or considered. So I thank you guys, man, so much. I'm excited. Um, I'm super excited to it's funny because I'll be texting Sam. I'll be like, all right, what do I need to know? Can I learn early? Is there something I can look up? Is it this? But it is just it was just I will go in there and it's just amazing to see when your counterparts can accomplish something like this, open something like this. Like this is huge. Um, when and like I said, also, we all know Daniel. Big shout out to Daniel. We know he has striking results that's in a couple of bowling alleys, but to have a storefront like this and it looks amazing. Um, it's I know it's probably one of their dream come trues, but it is going to be open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. They do plan on having the grand opening probably around in May. Um, but the soft launch will be in May, and the grand opening will be announced soon. So, but I just want to say once again, thank you for the opportunity. Um, I'm eager to learn. I'm eager to have the customers come in, and I'm you. Once I learn, I'm interested to see who's gonna let me drill a first ball. But trust me, I ain't gonna. I don't want to touch nobody's stuff till I learn and feel comfortable. And I think I got the right two guys to learn under. I heard Josh is a little bit of a perfectionist, and that's kind of how I am too. So I think it's going to be, cool to see how I never had learned under a perfectionist like myself. So it's going to be very interesting to see that dynamic, to see it and see myself, some of my characteristics in somebody, in other people. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Congratulations to you too. And once again, thank you for this opportunity, man. Definitely appreciate it. And like I said, we're gonna get them. Want to get both of you on soon so we could talk about it. Talk about the vision. Talk about how it started. Talk about the direction and how it came from the mind to reality. So once again, man, big ups to you guys at Critical Role Bowling Supply. And once again, like I said, thank you for the opportunity. Oops. But yeah, but let's get into. I'm gonna do some predictions real quick about the next tour stop. Like I said, I think we had High Caliber, Tri City. I like. Um, Good pass. Who I want to win? I want Tri City to win because I just want the playoff race to be closer. I just want it. And when I say want to win, for example, I want Top Shelf to win. I want Tri City to win, and because I like the drama. I like the drama of it. Like let's go out there and compete and bowl. But I think if I was a betting man, of course my money would be on Southern Asylum and High Caliber to win that. DSL and Critical Role. I gotta see how many people make the cut for DSL. But a couple of people I know that are bowling. But I think Critical Role is they have to come out with the energy. So I'm gonna go with Critical Role on that one because they know it's at stake, and I don't think they're gonna play with their food. I think they're gonna come out. I think Sam is gonna have them boys ready to bowl because at this point it's like me, the outside is Critical Role or Southern Asylum can afford a loss. They just told LeBron to shoot. Who else we got? Was that everybody? Oh, of course, the Outsiders and Critical Role. But I'm sorry, the Outsiders and Full Throttle. Of course, I got the Outsiders. But we're not going to play with Critical Role. I mean, I keep saying Critical Role. I'm sorry. We're not going to play with Full Throttle. We already know that they're a dangerous team. They score high. I know Michael Johnson is in Vegas. Shout out to him for shooting 299 at the Open today. But that's yep. Lakers by 15. Lakers by 15. 4.5 minutes left. Uh-oh. But yeah, but these NBA playoffs, man, New Orleans quit today. They're about to get swept. A little bit of a shock. I thought New Orleans did have a chance, but they just quit. That was just a weird because the game wasn't out of reach. It's just their body language they just look tired. I know a lot of people complaining that Zion is hurt, but I mean they should be used to playing without him. Zion did he's been hurt his whole career. But I feel like that was one series that I thought I said that they can go 7. Was New Orleans and OKC, but they just quit. I see Critical Role Bowling Supply just logged in, and then Garland. I missed all the talk. We was just talking about you two. Critical Role. I know y'all. We was just congratulating y'all on the pro shop. Just let everybody know that I will be joining y'all in my learning experience. I want appreciate the opportunity. Definitely do. But it looks like the Lakers moving forward. It looks like the Lakers is going to get a win today, so that series is going to be 3-1. We had Orlando beat the Cavs. The Cavs is one of those teams that they look so good on paper, and you just can't figure out why they aren't up to par. Like, don't get me wrong, that was a foul. Wow. I just don't understand. I ain't gonna lie, LeBron should get a tech right now. Like, he should be snapping. He has every right to snap. He's getting held, push. They ain't calling nothing in this game. And then they called that weak foul. That is crazy. But the Cleveland Cavaliers, first of all, I lost all respect for them when they tanked the last game so they could avoid Philly. That's one thing. I lost all respect for them. But Cleveland Cavaliers, on paper, they look like they should be the number 2 seed, especially the way Milwaukee played. I know they had some injuries, but it's just like you won 2 big games in the you won 2 big games at home, and then you get blown out the frame in game 3. Pause. No pause on that. They got blown out the frame. And the weird thing about that is that I didn't understand is like, this is the playoffs. This is not your first time in the playoffs. So when you give a young team confidence like that, and let's get it, don't get it twisted. Orlando is very well coached. They're young. A lot of people on that team, this is their first run at the playoffs. So when you're a young team, you can't give a young team like that confidence. Because when you do, you turn into what the Phoenix Suns is doing right now. Finding out who Anthony Edwards is. And they gave that team confidence. They had a chance. I don't know I know what's going on with Phoenix is that them 3 just can't get it done. They haven't played enough games together, and they don't have a bench. And Minnesota is able to keep the game close and maintain the game until their closers come in and close the game out. And that's pretty much what's been happening. I feel sorry for whoever Minnesota plays in the second round because they're going to be well rested. Like, Minnesota is going to the conference finals if they don't have to face Denver. And I think they are the number. Let me see what the playoff picture look like. I'm sorry. Well, I don't want to guess. But yeah, another thing going to the Eastern Conference. Indiana. Saw that coming. Indiana. I think Indiana can make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. Not because they're the better team, but because they can score. That's how they made the play-in championship. They can score in bunches. They can score quick. They can score a lot. They're the number 1 scoring team in the NBA. And it's not even close. They average about 120, anywhere between 120, 125 points a game. I think it's 121 though. But like, that is crazy. Like, they can definitely, put up points. And if you're not used to scoring, they put up points quick. So that's why I think they can make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. And that's what pretty much they did yesterday to the Milwaukee Bucks. That game ended up going in overtime. Dame got hurt. But Indiana is playing hurt also. So I don't think Heilenberg is 100%, but they can actually do some damage in in this playoffs. Like, we already seen what they can do. We already seen what they can do in the in-season tournament. So I am big on Indiana, man. I don't want to see them as a Knicks fan. I don't want to see them next. I'll be honest with you. I'd rather see Milwaukee than Indiana. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I still like our chances. Then you got the Knicks and Philly, 2-1. I'm not gonna lie. I like the way the Knicks responded at home. The reason why I say I like how they responded is because I feel like we already know Philly coming in 2-0 into their home, they were going to play. Like they feel like they're the better team, and they're going to play hard. And they was like, okay, we lost two tough ones. Yo, we got to come out hard. And I love how the Knicks took the punch. It was a close game all throughout the game. Knicks took the punch. I feel Embiid had to score 50 to get the win. And I can live with that. I can live with Embiid scoring 50 to beat us. I'm all right with that. What is tough is when Embiid should have got ejected for what he did to Mitchell Robinson. If I'm Mitchell Robinson, right, I'm a role player. I ain't gonna say I'm a. I'm not just a role player. I do matter. But if I'm not that guy on the team, and you pull my leg down like that while I'm trying to dunk, that is dangerous. You could have hyperextended that man's knee. You could have had that man blow out his knee. He's jumping up and you're pulling his knee down. Yo, that is dangerous. I don't know how he didn't get ejected. That was mind-boggling to me. That should have been a flagrant two. That was a very dangerous play. So they got fortunate with that, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm even more disappointed from the NBA for not upgrading that to a flagrant foul. That wasn't even called a flagrant foul; it was just a common foul, which is crazy, you know. So, but the Knicks they play tomorrow. I have the Knicks in 6 in that series. Um, Oh, and then I just found out who Minnesota, because Minnesota they will play the Lakers and Nuggets. Um, that's the only one that's the only team I can see playing the Nuggets. I mean, I'm sorry, that's the only team I can see beating the Nuggets. I don't I don't I don't see nobody else beating the Nuggets, and that's a possible beating the Nuggets is Minnesota. But Phoenix is done for. I don't know what the hell they're gonna do. They have 0 draft picks for like the next 10 years. I'm exaggerating a little bit. They have no first round picks next year, no second round picks next year, or the next 2 years. Um, Good ball. Austin Reeves. It is a 9-point game with less than a minute to go. 8-point game. I mean, 7-point game. This is going to be. I'm about to say, they ain't calling a foul. So yeah, but this looks like the Lakers should go ahead and take them in mind, in a catastrophe. I think it's like 35 seconds left. Yeah, so but I think this NBA playoffs it kind of got ruined for me today because I thought the Thunder and the Pelicans, I thought they were going I thought the Pelicans was going to put up more of a fight. But yeah, they got their ass whooped today. So did Miami. Um, I predicted Miami in 5. If you don't believe me, don't worry. I got all my picks documented in a documented in a in a file, not in a file, on a Facebook status. So, but yeah, but yeah, ultimately I got Denver winning the championship. Um, the only one I can see beating Boston um is the Knicks and the Pacers. Like I said, I'm high on the Pacers because they can just score points. They can score points. Did they call a foul on that? Ooh. Ooh, that's a close one. But yeah, we are. I think these playoffs has been fun. It's been close. I mean, even let's be real. If the Lakers Denver game, even though it's 2-3-0, let's be real. It's been close. Like watching these games, Denver only took the lead in the second half. I mean, I'm sorry, in the fourth quarter at that. They didn't really have a long lead. I think the Lakers have the lead majority of this series. So the Lakers just challenged, call overturn, Lakers ball. There's 42 seconds left. Lakers up by 9. Mhm. Back to Denver. I think I actually think the Lakers can actually win one in Denver. I did say if Lakers win this game, I could see them winning the next one. So I do got Lakers in 6. Now that they won this game, I can see it. But Denver, I still got Denver as my champions though. But yeah, man. What time is it? But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all want to talk about out there. We got 5 people. We watching the last of this Laker game. We was talking about the tour stop earlier. Critical Role Bowling Supply. For those of you that haven't seen it yet, um, it is. This is dope. I'm loving this. I'm loving it. It is. It feels like I ain't gonna lie. It feels like a retail store in there. Like I went in there for the first time. When I went in there the first time, just wanted to spend some money. That's how I felt like. I just was like, yeah, I just want to spend some money in here. I don't need nothing, but I want something. But yeah, shout out to Critical Role with this. Y'all let me know in the chat what y'all want to talk about. Like I said, we just talked about the tour stop. Um, let me see. Who do I think is going to? I ain't gonna lie to you. I do have. I should be getting in bed. Y'all do not understand. All right, so yeah, I'll be. Everybody don't know Monty, but yeah, I'll be there. We bowl at 9. So I think DSL and High Caliber will face off in the last position round for the division. I think I think Critical Role and the Outsiders will be bowling the last position round. And I think the outs yeah, and I think Southern Asylum and Full Throttle will be bowling the last position round. But here's key on that. With Southern Asylum, I think, yeah, with Southern Asylum, I think that they can be facing Full Throttle. And even though they can be facing Full Throttle on that last um, position round, that doesn't mean that they're going to be out of the playoffs. They can pretty much, if the Outsiders and Critical Role are facing each other in that last playoff spot, they can pretty much walk. Like, let's just say the Critical Role and the Outsiders have a 2020 tie. Southern Asylum can walk into the playoffs with their hands clean without even having to put up a fight, because of that. You know, it's a tight race, man. It's a tight race. Let me see if I can put that on the screen so y'all can see that also. Let me see. Is this the one? No, that's not it. All right, let me send it to myself so we can. Yeah, because it is. Yeah, I think it's going to be super close. Monty, can you send me your standings? I want to see what y'all update because they had their tour stop last week. All right. Yep. So the Lakers took that one. That series is now 3-1. All right, here we go. Woo! Check this off. All right. Okay, here we go. Yeah, shout out to everybody who's at 250 Masters. You shot well. Shout out to you. I don't know who shot well yet. Shout out to my man Nick Reed, the Outsiders, who finished second last year. I'm gonna keep saying that. I don't care. All right. All right, let me shrink this just a little. But this ain't the right one. Is this the right one? Yeah, this is the right one. Sorry. All right, thanks. Oh. Okay, there we go. All right, so we got, as you can see the standings right here. We got DSL, High Caliber, Critical Role, Southern Asylum, The Outsiders, Tri City, Full Throttle, and Top Shelf. Let me say this. I got Pimentos up. God dang. Y'all's is close. Too. Sheesh. Good grief, y'all's is super close too. Man. Hey, I got some. Well, I got a team that got 82. Hey, can we get a body snatchers versus Top Shelf? Can we get it? Hey, somebody somebody tag Nick and Casey. Can we get body snatchers versus Top Shelf? Yo, you know what we should do? The losing team, the Yo, this is what we should do. Whoever's in last place in the division should put together a youth league from the youth league, the 9 top youth bowlers, do it UBA style, and have them face off against the top youth bowlers. That'll be dope. That'll be funny. Like that'll be funny. Let the kids get some trash talking in. This thing is taking forever to say. Let the kids get some trash talking in. Let them practice their trash talk. Yo, that'll be dope. Let the kids get involved. But yeah, I think, like I said, I think DSL and High Caliber is going to be going for the division. Critical Role and the Outsiders will be facing for the playoff, and Southern and Silent will face Full Throttle to get into the play. Whoa, rewind. Take that back. Take that back. I think it's going to be DSL, High Caliber, Critical Role, the Outsiders, and Southern the Silent could be facing Tri-City for that last spot. Because who does Tri-City have the last? High Caliber. Ooh. That one's going to be interesting. Who would Southern and Silent face, or who possibly the Outsiders would face, or who would possibly Critical Role face? That last playoff spot is going to be, that's going to come down. That's going to be like the play-in. that Augusta stop is going to be like the play-in tournament. That Augusta stop is going to be like the play-in tournament. Because, and then here go Palmetto. I'm sorry. Duh. Oh, dang, y'all got more. There we go. Can y'all see that? No, you can't. Okay. Trust me, I'm not worried about y'all seeing my email. This is the bowling email. Trying to get it to make sure y'all can see that. Okay, there you go. Y'all can see. Y'all should be able to see that. Okay, so we got this is a tight race too, because we got Augusta Rain at number 1. Shout out to Augusta Rain. Shout out to Augusta Rain, because I know when I joined, they had a lot of internal issues. And to get those internal issues separated, because if I'm not mistaken, Crucial Conflict is the team that formed off of Augusta Rain because of everything that was going on. I think. So shout out to them. And then we got Carolina Rampage at 256. So they're 20 points behind them. And then we got a 3-way tie between Wasted Potential and Carolina Rampage with second and third. Then the Savages has climbed up to 254. Bufu with a big drop. They dropped from first to fifth. Good grief. Shot Show formed from them. Okay, Shot Show formed from. God damn, y'all got to raise 6. So y'all got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teams fighting for that third spot. Good grief. You got 7 teams. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 teams within 30 points. Well, I'm going to say 6. 6 teams within 30 points of that third final spot. Good grief. Hey, hold on, Monty. We got to talk about this. I hope this works for you this time. because I need to know. I got some questions. I got some questions, Monty. I hope you can. Hold on one second. Let me, because I need to know who y'all matchups are. I want to know who y'all matchups are, Monty. Hold on. Oh, bear with me, y'all. I got some. Y'all got a race. Good grief. That is a crazy race that y'all have. I'm gonna put it back up on the screen in a second, y'all. This is a this is a crazy, crazy race. All right, I'm putting it back on the screen. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I hate this computer. I'm still waiting to get my computer fixed. It just seems like everything just takes forever nowadays. The more money you spend, the longer you gotta wait. I'm sorry, trying to see. We really don't have to put them in there. I ain't even going. Okay. Like this is a race. This is a close race, y'all. This and the crazy part is they say that we have the two weakest divisions. That is mind boggling to me. The a few yeah, I got some questions about y'all. Stop. Yeah, it's man, that's a close race. I need an unbiased opinion too. Man, y'all race is close. I guess I'll do it. No, he's not. But we got it. We need answers. We need answers. So he said there's a couple of more teams that's forming off of them. And I'm excited to see. I mean, we're supposed to have some teams to grow here, and like yo, if y'all. Let me also say this: if you're building a UBA team, yo, go ahead and start getting that payment in, man. You don't want to wait to the last minute. Go ahead, Spartanburg Cartels, Mac B and Alex. That's dope. Spartanburg Cartel. I like that name. McBee and Alex. I like that name. Are they gonna be out of paradise too? Hey Monty, check your messenger. Okay, they are gonna be out of paradise. So paradise is gonna be a okay, gotcha. Paradise is gonna be a two house. Okay. That is crazy. This is gonna be a tight race. So that means so y'all already have 10. So then that's going to so that's gonna push it. I wonder where it's gonna push another team to. Is that gonna force Bufu out? Is he gonna move his team? Like this is yeah, y'all got a closer race than us, cause Let's keep it a buck. Even what's the face can't sleep. Oh yeah, I can't see that. Yeah, because even yeah, nobody got any breathing room in this because they're only up by 20. Yeah, I need to see y'all schedule, Monty. I want to know who's bowling who. Cause Bufu's gonna have to move. Yeah, because Augusta Rain Bufu is moving to Columbia, or they already in Columbia. Because this is crazy. This race is tight. Because you got Augusta Rain, they're only 20 points ahead. Carolina Rampage and Wasted Potential is on their heels. Then you got the Savages. I know they were at the bottom earlier in this season. They done crawled up to 2 points behind the third playoff spot. Bufu is 8 points behind the third playoff spot. Complete Anarchy is 20 points behind that spot. Like, this is a close race, man. Like, who from the Palmetto District is up right now? Let's talk about this. Who's in the chat? Like, y'all, I thought our race was tight between the four. Y'all got a tight race. I need to know what's going on. I want to see the schedule. Yeah, I know they went 40-0 against the Body Snatchers, and I think they got the Body Snatchers again, don't they? I think they said. This is crazy. That's a tight race. Yeah, and they got him again. I know they said they bowled with 8. That's crazy. They bowled with 8 the last tour stop. And then I know Leonard, shout out to his whoever that was. I know one of his players got in an accident on the way there. I hope they're all right. So I know that was a headache for him. But yeah, let me see who is up. He said, "Gonna yeah." I mean, if that happened, I'm sure they're gonna be motivated to do that again. Knowing Ray, yeah, that's tough. That's tough for the top spot because they could climb from the bottom to the. Yeah, that is a crazy. Yeah, see, yeah, because that this is a close race. This is a close race. I'm trying to get some. I know Monty's trying to join in. I'm trying to get somebody to join the live so they can explain, how their season is going from that district. Um, while that is going on, give me 1 second, y'all. I need to grab me a bottle of water or something. Give me 1 second, y'all. Woo! Boy. This is a close race. It's shit today. My girls carried us over there 1-2. We bowled in Augusta, y'all. So we bowled like crap. I ended up having to go into the trunk and get my twist. I think ooh, left the 9-pin. Damn. Yeah, I ended up having to go into the trunk the first game, but I think the crazy part was um I had a line the first game. I had a line in practice. Then it started transitioning immediately after practice. I'm talking about turtles, y'all, in Augusta. We were on lane 1 and 2. But that didn't hurt me because I was able to move with it. What hurt me was the ball that I feel like I could have bowled all 3 games. I don't know what I was doing, but I kept rolling over the finger holes. And like going down, you kept seeing the ball popping. It was like boom, 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 boom. And I could not figure out a fix. Couldn't figure out a fix. I got out of the ball, and everything was hooking a lot for me. Then I went to the trunk and got the twist, and that saved me. Ended up going 235, and then we had 6 on the pair. We had 6 7-10 splits in the third game alone. And then there was 2 on the pair beside us, which was crazy. One of those, 2 of those 7-10 splits was mine in the third game. I think I had 2. Yeah, I had 2 in the third game. The guy who was bowling on the pair on the other team beside us, he had 2 back to back in the third game. So it was it got weird, but it was fun. I had a good time. I'm prepared tomorrow but the girls, they balled out, dog. They balled out on us. They beat the crap out of us, our females. But I'm excited for tomorrow because I get to bowl with them. Thank God. Thank God I ain't. So hopefully they can carry me tomorrow. But I will tell you what. Tomorrow that twist is coming inside with me. I will. Excuse me. I will not have to go out to the car because I will be bringing that ball inside with me tomorrow. But yeah, that's how today went. Today's cool. It was fun. I had fun. Learning experience. Also, just trying to get lined up for trying to get lined up for tomorrow and trying to see what I see for the position round. That was another thing too that I was thinking about, the position round. Because our position round is there. Our position round is there at Augusta. Where's y'all position round? Y'all last position round at, Monty? But yeah, man, I was trying to get somebody from Palmetto to join. But I guess we could talk about it tomorrow because I will definitely be up there for our what's the face? I'll definitely be up here tomorrow for it. Who is Robert Cook's partner? At the Greenville. Y'all at Greenville, okay. Y'all are at Greenville for the last. Ooh, and we already know who that favors. Ooh. Feel sorry for whoever got feel sorry for whoever got what's the face there? Um Whoever got the Savages there. Because if you got the Savages at Greenville, they are tough at Greenville. I will say that. They are tough. and they 2 points behind that last spot. I can see them jumping all the way to the finals. They're tough at Greenville. Yeah, we faced them at the Brawl in Greenville, and it was my bad. It was not fun. Still trying to get someone from Palmetto. Oh, that was loud. But yeah, I'm still trying. Let's see. Let me. But yeah, they're tough. Like this is a tough. Hey Monty, if you can you send me your schedule for this Sunday? I'm sorry. Yeah, not this Sunday, but the next one. Yeah, yeah. They yeah, this is crazy. I am like I said, I'm trying to get somebody on. I know it's late, but it's a late night talk show. Oh well. This dang, I can't help but to because like I'm even looking at Shot Show with them. Hey Ray, yeah, we're trying to break down y'all next matchups, man. Y'all race is tight after you just came off with a 40-0 on Clyde on the body snatchers. Y'all y'all are very much in it too. Like this is a close race. Like what this is real close. Like and then y'all have another matchup with body snatchers. So let's just say if y'all just take 30, that can easily put y'all, depending on when y'all face them again, right there in there. Like that is crazy. Like I'm trying to pull up y'all schedule. Or well, Monty's sending it to me, I think, or Ray, if you have it, send me this schedule because this race is close. Because I know, and the crazy thing is, I know Savages and Complete Anarchy was at the bottom just a couple of stops ago, and shoot, 40-0 with a one-legged whistle face. Yeah, yeah. Send me. I want to see what y'all schedule is. The next tour stop. Somebody could send that to me. But yeah, I know. Like I know a lot. Y'all got a lot of flack for beating 40-0 and body snatchers with 8 people, but I or 7 people. They had 7 people. But my thing is, um, that's their fault, not yours. You did what you were supposed to do. I don't give a damn if they showed up with 2 people. That's not your problem. So I ain't mad at you there. Right. They grown, you old enough to walk across the street, you old enough to get hit. So that's crazy. But this race is tight. Like I want to know what what their next matchups are because I want to see because depending who's battling who. Okay, I'm about to send it to you right now, Ray. Um Man, it's tight. Oh man. Hold on 1 second, Ray. And then Bufu taking a fall from first to fifth. Happy birthday, Miss Joan. Everybody wish Miss Joan a happy birthday. She's up here. Happy birthday, Miss Joan. We was just We were singing your good graces a little while ago. Tell Michael we said congratulations on his $2.99. Tell Michael we said have congratulations on the $2.99. Hope you enjoying your birthday out there, Miss Jones, out there in Vegas. There we go. We got Ray up here, y'all, who can break down this crazy district. Because we have what, 2 more stops before position rounds in Greenville. Man, Nick,
we got one more. We got one more. We got one more than position round. So
one more than position round.
Yeah,
that's so right. y'all had y'all. So tell, man, break this down for us, man, because this is close. Break us down. Let us know who the next matchups are, man. This is
crazy. So Augusta Rain and Wasted Potential are up next.
Ooh, so one in pretty much
3.
1 and 3.
Yeah, Wasted so the key
tied for it, right?
Yeah, the key thing there is if Wasted Potential can do a 30-10 on Augusta Rain, this tight race gets even tighter for everybody because
real quick, where's it at? Where's the next one?
At Columbia.
Ooh.
Yeah, we born at the river. So we know that that's gonna mean different things to different people. But Augusta Rain's got some people that have bowled there before. They got Nick that came from us, Nick Doggett. Sarah's bowled there before. Because we bowled a league there together actually. So yeah, so like some of them will do fine. But it's gonna be I think it's gonna be more on where we bowl, because it's gonna be like stay in your lane, where the low end sucks, and if you're on like the lanes that the league is on, you'll score much better. So the order I do not have in front of me where we're gonna be, but it's gonna be pretty good. I know Leonard's team, they're on the low end. So Leonard has Leonard's got Shot Show.
Yeah, Shot Show. So Shot Show. Hold on real quick before we go on to the next half. Is this the first time that they're playing each other? Wasted Potential and Augusta Rain this season?
I can't remember if I think last stop was the probably not, because this is actually a true stop. The last stop we had in Anderson was the random draw nonsense.
Yeah,
like that was what that was. So
they already faced each other. So do you remember who won?
No, I don't think they faced each other.
Okay, so this is the first time this season. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, but see, Wasted Potential, they got a lot of guys that came up and used to bowl the Elite Series and stuff, so they're familiar with the shot and the shot. Yeah. They're familiar.
And I remember when we were all in the same division, we faced them, I think, 3 times in that house.
Yeah. Yeah, it always seemed like that's how that worked out for people on these schedules, was like you got stuck bowling, felt like the same people over and over in the different places, just the randomness of it all. But yeah, so Augusta Rain and Wasted Potential, that's the biggest one. Then Rampage has Crucial Conflict. The thing with Crucial Conflict is it's in town. So, and I mean, they're obviously out of it. Crucial Conflict and Body Snatchers are mathematically out of a playoff spot already.
Right.
But Crucial Conflict should have their best 9. A lot of people like in the upstate don't like bowling at Columbia. It's just not as open as some of the shots that you see at like Paradise and things like that. So that should be, I think, Crucial Conflict. We're going to try to help them out with their lineup a little bit and make sure they're good. We're going to make sure they're good. Then let's see. Then Savages got they got the Gatekeepers. So the Savages are already kind of counting out the Gatekeepers because of their They got some folks leaving next year, starting a new team or whatever. And but that doesn't matter. Like me and Monty talked about this last Sunday. Like, he's got a good squad of people to bowl at Columbia. Like, I'm sorry, like I wouldn't count them out of it. And I know Savages will obviously count them out, but I mean, gatekeepers, man. If they can win that stop, obviously we got the body snatchers again, so we know they'll have 9 bowlers at least this time, and not going to beat somebody twice by 1,000 pins, but I still like us at Columbia, obviously. So these top 8.
Yeah, so Savages and gatekeepers, because gatekeepers, from the looks of this, they're trying to basically say we not out of it yet.
No, they're really not. Yeah, because I mean, if they go 30-10, for instance, they get to 258, and Savages be at 264. So it's setting up to where that position round is you could have the team that wins the 7-8 match make the playoffs. It's that tight. You can have
that 1-2 match miss the playoffs.
Yeah. If you lose, yeah, it's possible. It's possible if 1-2 go 20-20, and 3 wins big, 5 wins big, and 7 wins big, or something like that. It could happen. Like this is. I'm not like a big. I can't tell you the last time. I've never been part of a district, whether it was when we were in the Queen City when I started, or when we came deep south, and then out Palmetto. There's never been a time where 80% of the teams were still possible this late in the year. Because all you need is, like a situation Bufu had at their last stop, where one of their better bowlers, one of their scratch bowlers, was in a car wreck, and couldn't make it. And so, and I mean, I'm sure, they, 34-6 is what they lost by, but, you don't ever know how one bowler can make that big of a difference sometimes. So
yeah, I mean, even that situation, like a situation like that can bring the whole team down, because you're trying to support your teammate. You become family when you on a team with USBC. I mean, I'm sorry, with the UBA team that you done built. And to hear somebody in a car accident, that could.
Yeah, so this is very, very competitive, very competitive district. And it's not a dig at everybody else. It's just the fact that, between the teams that should have ran away, not ran away, the teams that most people objectively would have said the favorites would have been ourselves, Savages, and Bufu going into it. And none of us are in a playoff spot right now. We're 4, 5, and 6. So it could still work out to where all 3 of us make the playoffs. I have a feeling that, 2 of those 3 will end up in like a 3-4 match where loser gets bumped. But we just don't know yet. Like it's that crazy. It's that
conflict and body snatches that could play spoiler.
Yeah, I mean, I know Clyde's gonna give us a run. He'll have 9. I mean, people were so, I wasn't like asking for our flowers or anything, but like people were so hating on us, hating on me for even like mentioning that we 40-0'd them and beat them by 1,000. Like we also had the highest pinfall in the house.
You only could bowl who's in front of you.
Yeah, and it's funny too, because it's like that's I guess a couple years ago DSL actually 40-0'd them too, but everybody always talks about how bad that team is, but nobody else is doing it. And so we accomplished something that as a team we're proud of. We 40-0'd somebody. We've never been 40-0'd. We beat somebody by 1,000. Yeah, they had the 2 vacancies on the scratch, but the scratch bowler that bowled there, he shot 538. So it was 538, 510, 510. So it wasn't like they would have done that much better, with it. And I'm sure they could have changed the lineup around, things like that. But it's like, don't just hate to hate, man. Like, we just trying to do our thing.
It's a trash talking league.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely.
It's a trash talking league, and Clyde to this day doesn't show me no grace for me losing to him when we had 8.
No, and it's funny too because Clyde talks more shit than some of these other teams.
Oh yeah, yeah. And that's what I love about him too. That's what I love about Clyde. Like, win, lose, or draw, he gonna talk his shit, and he's gonna have fun doing it, and that's what it's all about. Win, lose, or draw. So hold on, who do Bufu have?
Bufu's got Shot Show.
So they got Shot Show. Shot Show. What's the energy like on Shot Show right now when you're at a tour stop?
They're pretty good. I mean,
are they like kind of tasting it like, hey, we can make the playoffs. Let's at least, or is it?
Well, I mean, they know they're still in it. But they're kind of like, how we are with the gatekeepers and stuff too, that like, we still need some help, we could 40-0, gatekeepers could 40-0, Shot Show could 40-0, and we're still needing help. Like we just need that right now. I feel like Shot Show's thing was they beat us 36-4 in Savannah. And Savannah sucks, man. That bowling center, like the shot's been different every time we bowled there. And we didn't have the grinders they did. They had a lot of people that threw the ball really straight. And they were able to put a whooping on us. And but I could tell that they were up amped for that because we were the district champs last year. So people kind of get up for that. You know what I mean? Like, it's the same thing. Yeah, it's the same thing we would do. We would get up and we would do that for people, too. I'm sure it's the same thing that G-Town's facing in the Queen City. That everybody's like, we want to say we beat the world champs, and I get it. I mean, there's no harm in all that. So it's just like I'm proud of the district, man. Like it's crazy. We're kind of there's not like a lot of names out there, so to speak. I think you ask a lot of teams in the UBA, they would probably know where Savages are, where we are, and where Bufu are as far as like what district we're in. Right. But these other teams, I don't think that they have the respect from everybody else. Because our districts never got respect. They didn't get respect when we were part of the Deep South. We're still doing the same thing with Palmetto. So we'll see. We'll see how it all plays out for sure.
I definitely agree with you because I'll be fighting for us. Like our 2 districts out there in North Carolina is like they can't see nothing past that.
Their vision stops. And their vision stops at Charlotte. Like they don't see past that. And the only things they see in Queen City, are really the teams that are been around a while. Like I don't think Mob gets the respect that they deserve. But like everybody knows Menace because of like Nick Christie, for instance. And then the success they've had in the past. Dillagaff, people know Dillagaff and stuff. But when it gets like past that and stuff, like nobody knows this way, Right. Because Greensboro has all the tournaments, that aren't UBA related. Mm-hmm. More people are bowling with other people. They know what teams they're on. People are seeing jerseys. So, they just get all the clout, man. And it's like, you can't, it's hard to be mad at them, but it's just a fact though, that like, I mean, because it's even funny to me, like last year, we had all those teams that got a first round bye in the playoffs. Well, the only 2 teams that like made it out of that were us and G-Town. You know, everybody else got beat, you know, really quick. And you know, so it's people can think they know every team and what they think, and they can listen to like the DMs, you know, share their biased opinions and like all that kind of stuff. And but it really, until you see the teams on the floor, it's hard to say what they are. You know, just give them a shot. You know, because a lot of these teams are going to be the same thing as last year. Right? You know, I remember telling you like, hey, you know, get your people to bowl the gauntlet if you can, because that's where the playoffs are, and just get familiar. And there's going to be teams that it's going to be their first time in. They wouldn't heed that advice, and they won't be ready. You know, and that's, you know, anybody can beat anybody on any given day. Like we all know that.
That was a big help, because we damn sure went to the gauntlet, got a feel for the play. Are they doing that again?
Yeah, same place. Yeah, gauntlet and everything was there. In fact, I gotta talk to Juice. I gotta let him know that that's where he's gonna defend. That's where he's gonna defend his title next. So whoever wins, I think it's gonna. I gotta look and see what the date is, but it'll probably be whoever wins the May heavyweight match between James Seal and Jacob Johnson. I think that would be the person that challenges Juice. But it just depends on what month or what part of the month the gauntlet is, because I gotta have time to have the title match for June too. You know, to get it ready.
I'm planning to reach out to Juice, try to have him on this week also.
Yeah, Juice is a good one, man. He's a good he's a great representative of, you know, WCS, the UBA in general. You know, damn great representative of DSL. You know, he's kind of the only. I don't want to say the only one, but it feels like he's the only one. I know, like, you know, Claudia's been at stuff. You see Amanda Franco at stuff, but you always see Juice at stuff.
Yeah,
you know, and so he's kind of like the guy holding the banner, so to speak. You know, and then right now, as new as the Deep South is, he's really he's kind of the flag bearer for the district, even too.
That's a very good point. Yes, he is.
Yeah, because I mean, it's you know, some people, you know, they know, because I mean, DSL got great people on their team and stuff. They just don't bowl a lot of UBA stuff.
Right.
You know, like AJ and things like that. But you know, you got some people that were on Critical Role that you know, were on CA last year and were able to, you know, be a battle bowl, things like that. But you know, aside from them and Juice, you don't really. A lot of it's just unknown. You know, you guys are in like year two or three. You know, a lot of them are young, not getting out traveling as much. It's harder because you're further away too. So you got a lot of that works against you. But
and it's even harder, like you said, because we're further away and they can't see it. Like, it's easier if we lived in North Carolina. We actually did. Like, I get so many people out here. To be honest with you, the main reason why the UBA is growing is because people are stumbling upon it. Now that we have more teams out here, we have more, like, for example, our last tour stop in Marietta, there was a couple of guys that came in. They was like, man, what is this? Like, I never heard of this, man. This is crazy. Like, and it was just people just coming into practice and stumbling on it. And I think and that's why I think me and you were having this conversation last time he was up here, is trying to have more stuff in this area so we can have people be able to see it, so they can possibly see Battle Bowl in their heads to want to go.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's one of those things too. It's like, you know, I feel like there's things like I know, like, they're not enforcing, or last time, because I'm not on the page that like both districts are on anymore, but I know at one point for this little all-star thing they're going to do between the districts, that they're not even mandating the jerseys and stuff. And that bothers me a bit because I'm like, damn, that's the perfect opportunity to make everybody wear their stuff.
Yeah, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, it was it was when like, I thought it was a great idea. The concept I thought was really good. And I kind of wanted to add my 2 cents into it, but
Why
Nick
are
and
we wearing
Casey.
jerseys? I'm gonna ask that tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't. It was more. It was just kind of weird, like because I was like, man, you're gonna have like that much stuff. That's no different than what we've been doing in Texas right now, where we're flying Anthony into Texas, and he's recording like weeks worth of footage of stuff, and I'm like, hey, like all I gotta do is like pick up a phone, and if he's available, I can have him there, but I'm not gonna have a professional stream if we're not even gonna wear jerseys. Like
Yeah,
if we're not like
I agree with you there. We should have. That's the whole purpose. It's not. Yes, we want to have an event within it, but the jerseys, like I just said, if people stumble upon it, they know what
yeah.
it is. They see it. That is.
Well, and the thing is too is like the everybody doesn't want the growth the same way you want the growth and I want the growth. Like you get a lot of people that like they have these bigger rosters and they're fine with their bottom third going to start rosters. Oh my god. And they're fine with their bottom third going. Sorry, I'm gonna cut that off. Yeah, the tape delay going on there. It's they're fine with their bottom third going and making a new team, but nobody's like, I mean, you'd figure like we were fine with, you figure we lost Sam, Danny, Michelle, and Darnell to Critical Role, and they bowled, they each bowled at least 7 tour stops last year. Like they were, a key part of what we did, and even after, they had decided that, Sam decided to create Critical Role, like they still were CA all the way. And we were fine with that. We didn't bash them for it or anything like that. We were supporting the growth. We weren't like, hey, just nah, y'all are too good, man. Y'all can't leave. You gotta, you can take the people that never wanted to be available, take them to be on your team. You know what I mean? Like that's not what we did, like.
But like you said too, great. You just mentioned a great point. Like even though we knew that they were leaving well before. I mean, we knew about Critical Role well before the playoffs started.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was probably like January.
Yeah, we knew about it for a while, and then like you said, they still stayed, CA down with you, all the way up until the end. So that's a great point too, and I was kind of touching on something like that a little bit earlier, and that's just the kind of like the stay ready, because like you said, it's easy to get down on yourself at the UBA. It's easy to get upset when you're not being put in a lineup. It's easier to be thinking too far ahead. It's very easy to be distracted from the UBA.
Yeah,
with all the stuff that's going on, and that is a huge help when you have someone who is looking to grow, but also still being present, and you even having the confidence in them to keep putting them in the lineup and they'll take them to Battle Bowl and go all the way. Because you could have been like, oh, well, I know y'all not, just thinking, oh, y'all not that serious. Y'all don't want this. Like, let me put somebody in the lineup who's going to be here a while. You could have had that mentality too. So I think that's a big point that you just made as far as that.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things that like where people are counting, gatekeepers out against Savages coming up because, they're upstate guy, they're starting another team and blah, 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 blah. And it's like,
right.
Just because they're starting another team doesn't matter. I know of some people that when they had said, hey, after this year's over, I'm going to start this other team, that they were like immediately deleted off all the chats and all that kind of stuff, and it's like, like, damn, like let those people, tell people what they're doing. Are you worried they're gonna steal them or like steal
Right.
people? Like, what do you, to me, it's like, there are a lot more people than you think that are gonna be loyal to the end. And I feel like that's what we saw last year with our folks that ended up leaving for Critical Role. Is they told us, it was no like ducking it or hiding it. It was like, hey, we got this thing. And I was like, well, that's what's up. Like, hey, y'all bowling this month, like that's how we
Right.
did, and and it was still kind of cool because even Danny and Darnell, they had their tag match since on our tour stop was this past weekend. They were there having their tag match too. And like they still came down and like talked to everybody and were still like showing support. So they're like, it's not necessary to create bad blood and like all that nonsense that some people want to do. It's all about, if we bowl them at some point, the shit will be talked. They'll be the biggest enemies we have for those 3 games. And then after that, they win, we shake hands, kiss babies, whatever. Like that's just the way it goes, a lot of people don't understand
Loyalty.
the trash talking stuff. Like you wouldn't believe, like even when like Augusta Rain beat us the tour stop before last, I was like, hey, Sarah, JJ, like, hey, I appreciate being humble, da 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 da. Like, I gave them their flowers, so we gave them a shout out for beating us. Like, but it was still like blah blah blah. People wanting to just because the difference between there's a difference between talking trash and just being disrespectful, and that's kind of the part that's where that gets me, and I think that's where the disrespectful part comes back to like. If you didn't like my post about, winning by over 1,000 pins and 4-0 and somebody, just keep scrolling. Like, don't, they were missing people that, you know what? I don't think it mattered. Honestly,
but that's not to me, it doesn't because I've been on the other end. I showed up with 8 and we lost to Clyde of all people. And I think it was Leonard I was talking to one day, and it was at a point where I was looking, it was our first year, and I really wanted to make the playoffs our first year. I just thought we would have made a great statement if we would have made the playoffs our first year. And how can I put this? Because I don't want to throw them under the bus, but it was me also. Okay, I'm going to say me and my team. We were so focused on the 36 points we lost because of the jerseys and the way it was done. Yeah. Leonard was like, yo, you didn't understand that. That's cool. But you lost to Clyde to Body Snatchers because you showed up with 8. That is something you can control. If you don't lose that match, you're in the playoffs. So that was something you can control. So when he told me that, it kind of snapped me out of it. And now I realize on the other end that the loss with me showing up with 8 hurt more than us losing the 36 points because we could control showing up with 8 people.
Yeah.
And that's not Clyde's fault or Clyde shouldn't. Because every time me and Clyde talk and we talk trash, we're like, man, you suck. He'll be like, but we beat you though. I got nothing. Oh, we had 8 people. Hey, that's not my fault. I only could bowl who's in front of me. You know what? You're right, dog. Hey.
Yeah, I mean, your situation there, it kind of reminded me of, I worked in like retail like all my life, and when I've had like a grocery truck or something come in, and it's it's a bigger one than normal, and you got like the stockers and stuff that want to like spend 2 hours complaining about how big it is and not doing any work, when it's like, dude, if y'all just would have worked, you would be no problem. Like you probably
could have got it under 2 hours.
Yeah, you can't dwell on on the thing. Like, yeah, like your jersey stuff. Like, yeah, bro, that sucked. Like, it's dumb. I'm glad they changed it to where the other team didn't like get the points, or they kind of like vacated scores, nothing like that. So like at least that part was good. But yeah, it's tough to having that setback and having 8, like, yeah, that's all on you. It's hell, I'll even say where we bowled Crucial Conflict this year, the first time we bowled them. Their lineup with like they put the vacant bowler on a handicap pair, and it was like it was so crazy because if they would have done their lineup different, they would have got more points and been able to push us closer to losing that one. So a lot of it, man, is like learning how to do lineups and all that kind of stuff that you don't know your first year. The UBA isn't very there's not a good welcoming committee, so to speak, to like, hey, make sure your business, and like,
yeah,
I'm gonna give you some pointers. And you saw that when
training video.
Yeah, I mean, you saw that when you dealt with different team owners and officers and stuff. Like,
but I kind of cut them a little bit of slack because we came from a COVID year and they had a CEO switch. So
yeah,
no, I'm just talking about the slack. And this was mindset coming in, not knowing what I know now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So I didn't know. I just thought that just because the way we came in, the welcoming committee just didn't come. But as I'm in it now, I see, that's just normal. You know what I'm saying? So like bowling my first year, I was just thinking, okay, we came in at a COVID year. They had a CEO switch, and I was dealing with the old CEO 90% of the time up until that, and then he was just like, yo, I'm not the CEO no more, call this guy, click.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay. And then so at the time I gave them a little grace, I didn't hold it against them, but now I see, okay, that's just normal business.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it's like it kind of comes down to like the mindset of like, how do you want to beat people? You know what I mean? Like, if I beat you, like, yeah, we would have loved to have 40 Clyde with 9 bowlers. We would have loved to, but we didn't keep them. We didn't make them have 8 bowlers, 7 bowlers, 6 bowlers. Like, that wasn't us. We didn't cause that. It's like whoever we get to beat, in position round or whatever. If it's to get us in the playoffs and keep somebody else out, I'm not going to apologize for it. Like, it's kind of like last year too, where, the thing I liked about Hitman, for instance, was, they had enough bowlers, quality bowlers. They should not have lost to the Immortals, right? But they had a lot of their key folks were bowling nationals, and didn't make it back on time for the Saturday playoff round. Mm-hmm. And so it's like the Immortals took advantage of that, and Hitman at the same time, they didn't blame losing on it. Right. We all saw it on the outside that knew who was missing. We knew what was going on there. But at the same time, you still got to show up and bowl, man. Like, you got to control what you can control, man. It's just like work, with the figureheads at the top, what they do, it is what it is. Control what you can control.
Control what you can control. I definitely agree with that. We got Leonard that just joined us. Leonard, we was talking about the great fall from 1st to 6th. No, I'm joking.
That did not come up.
But now he's talking about how close y'all race is. And real quick, we got Casey that just popped in the live. Hey, Casey, we're trying to we want to wear jerseys at the All-Star. The thing. I don't know. I just found out that we're not required to wear our jerseys or something like that. I don't know. Maybe we could talk about that tomorrow a little bit, or you could touch on that. But yeah, let's wear our jerseys if we're gonna try to get this thing streamed.
Yeah, that's one of those things that like that was when it was. I'll give them this. It was when it was like the conversations were like when they first presented it. it came out then. Hopefully, they changed their mind and all that stuff. Like I said, I'm not even on that old page anymore. So maybe they have. So, because it was more of, because I would have had it streamed there, man, like made it a big deal. But like, I just remember that getting really sour on it when it was like, it's not a true UBA event. And it's like, well, you're using the UBA to promote it in a sense where, we're talking like this district versus that district. It's like you wouldn't have like a NFL All-Star game, East versus West, or the AFC versus the NFC, and like, it's whatever. Just
and they're wearing
just go out.
t-shirts. Or so,
Yeah. So hopefully that's something that got reconsidered.
Casey just said she said it's the first she heard of it, but she'll touch bases with Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said, everything is open except for the 12-12. Okay, so I think maybe that's what it was. Maybe like it was we're going to do an event where we're opening it up to other UBA members, but the 12-on-12 will be UBA and will be UBA jerseys. Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible. Like I said, it was in the infancy of it all. When they first were talking about it, and like, I was like, I was real excited about it. I thought it was a good thing. Wanted to, add some insight, and being that I've got different connections in the UBA, felt like I could have, easily could have got the entertainment involved.
Right.
But it was kind of like, hey, you're trying to take blah, blah, whatever. So,
and I didn't get a chance. I don't know if you saw it earlier since you mentioned that. And I got Casey up here. So I didn't get a chance to reply. I keep forgetting to reply to the president's chat about your question about what's the next two best top matches coming up. And my reply was going to be, yes, I agree with Casey. DSL versus Critical Role is a very important matchup coming up. But this is the UBA. And I think sometimes we focus too much on matches and not what's primetime TV. One thing for sure, if the Outsiders is on the lanes, it's going to be TV watchable. It's going to be live.
Yeah.
If you saw our last match, you get Critical Role. If you saw the match before that, even the match we had a little burn with Casey, it was live. Both teams was cheering each other, the teams on. The Outsiders is primetime TV every time there's a camera involved or there's a tour stop. So that's why I'm putting my bid in whenever we say what matchup is it, especially when we got the Outsiders versus Full Throttle. And I don't know if you have met Garland yet, and I know you know Justin Battle from DSC, but Garland and Justin, they are live. They bring a lot of energy to Full Throttle, and it's always loud on Full Throttle because of them, and he gets his team riled up. And the next two matchups, we got the Outsiders versus Full Throttle, and it's going to be live because of those two guys and because of us. So if you're looking for the great match, yes, I agree. It's good. In our division, it's Critical Role versus DSL. But the primetime TV must-watch entertainment factor, the trash talking, where you're going to get a lot of it, is going to be always the Outsiders. But when we're facing Full Throttle, it's going to be live. So,
yeah, I mean, it was one of those things that, like, the people above me, they were wanting to try to figure that out, and for headline purposes, for like when people in Texas see it, the Caffeine TV crowd sees it, YouTube sees it, that most people are always going to be drawn to a 1 versus 2.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where that kind of came from.
Don't get me wrong, I get it. I'm just putting my bid in,
Yeah, I mean, it was one of those things where it was weird because you never really, like, even the playoffs last year, they canceled the camera crew. Anthony canceled on us, which was kind of cool, which was kind of a good thing, I guess, for it was definitely a good thing for High Caliber, because they wanted different teams, and so they were going to do us first because it was kind of it was going to be us and who we go first? Immortals. So because we were one of the only district champs left, so it was going to be they were going to do us first, and then the next round was going to be the other one. So whichever one was not us, a different part of the bracket. So it's kind of one of those things where it would have then been G-Town versus High Caliber, which you kind of we wouldn't want to lose on the thing, and unfortunately High Caliber they lost 40-0, but theirs was a different situation, because if I'm not mistaken, all their pairs were really close. It was just it wasn't the 1,000-point thing like we had, 1,000-pin difference. It just the score was a score, but at the same time we had the 2020 match beside it that would have been missed. So when it comes to the crew, it being streamed, having commentated and all that stuff, you can't be for sure which match, which one's going to be the best. Like even when I picked the North versus South matches, it's kind of the same thing. I didn't expect Hitman to sweep Trainwreck or whatever that damn team was that they swept. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect Leonard to get swept. Like you want best of 7. You want it to go game 7. And that's where it's just all that part's kind of crazy. I don't know where we're going to be at for May yet. We were unable to lock something down for tomorrow, which would have been great because I'd have been able to be there since we don't have a tour stop. Because it was a toss up between DC and Swag in Triad or Dilligaff. I think Dilligaff and G-Town are the Queen City. I think that's the number 1 and 2. I think something like that going on tomorrow. So unfortunately, neither one of those is going to be streamed. Hopefully, we're going to have better plans in place next season. We'll see what the restructuring looks like on all that outside of the district. So hopefully we'll do better with it, man, because it's like we really want to showcase what we got down here, and that's that to me, that the expansion part is what's important. Getting letting people see the jersey, seeing the designs of the jerseys, laughing at the nicknames on them. I always get a kick still. I've been, it's like seeing the names and like I'll take pictures of them because it's like hilarious to me. What some people put and
seeing the designs, like you said, I love seeing the designs. Like that was when I went to my first UBA event, my first true UBA event. I was most surprised and excited to see everybody different jerseys and things.
Yeah, I mean, part of me hates so I guess like it started changing more like right when I first joined with like the Savages and stuff, where you used to have all 9 bowlers had to have the same jersey, if I'm not mistaken. You couldn't have different designs. Everybody, you had the same pattern and stuff. Leonard probably be able to confirm that, but now it's to the point where we've got 15, 16 designs. I can't see them all from here. I know like Hitman, I think just from me and Bob when we were doing commentary, I think they have like 38 jersey designs. Like it's crazy how it is now. And I mean, it's kind of cool. But it used to be like home and away. You had a home jersey or an away jersey. And like, that's what your options were. It wasn't like, hey, are you going to wear your military one, your police one, your Black Lives Matter one, your home, your away, your Hawaiian, your tie-dye? You didn't have all those options, back then. It was like you got the 2. So it's changed a lot, but I think it's good to have it out there, have it for everybody to see. Hopefully a lot of people that are UBA bowlers will still autism. Yeah, that's another good one, Monty. Hopefully, all the bowlers that go to Anderson and bowl that thing will have the will still wear their jerseys, mandated or not. I mean, I personally like the events that are just UBA. But I mean, it's not my thing. It's what they're doing, and we shared it to our page, and we'll see who wants to go up to Anderson, for all that. So
yeah, now we got, like I said, we got Leonard on the line. Leonard, we was going over. I'm gonna try to put it back up. We were going over y'all standings, and we were saying how close it is.
Champ of the middle people. Are you serious? He's so damn sorry.
Can you hear us, Leonard? I mean, are you there, Leonard?
I can hear.
Yeah. Talk to us about what you see, where we at this point, and what you see the last two stops coming up. Hold on, real quick question. Y'all, the date of y'all stops is still the same as ours going back, right?
Yeah, the next two are.
Okay.
Yeah. This one was just one we couldn't even figure out.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I got to get up in the morning, so we got about another 15 minutes. So
yeah, go for it.
I mean, it is, as a whole, it is what it is. That's all I can say about it. We didn't. I ain't gonna make no excuse because we lost.
Yeah. And we're talking about the whole district as a whole.
This as a whole, I mean, this is what you want. It's process elimination now.
I think Ray gave us his prediction on what he think the last three would.
I can tell you. I'll say this. Let me say this real quick. I'll say this. Shot Show is eliminated. Hey, boo, I see you. Shot Show's eliminated. I don't care what anybody says. Shot Show's eliminated. Period. The goal right now is get to 300. The goal make playoffs. You got to get 300 points. Guess what? Shot Show needs 2 sweeps. Not happening.
Who do they have last two?
Us in position round. They're not sweeping me. Fuck up. Oh, hell out of here. They're not sweeping me. I mean, like I said, they are eliminated before they walk in the door. They ain't even got to put their shoes on. They can stay in Augusta.
So,
hey, don't sleep on Shot Show, man.
Well, I'm not sleeping on Shot Show. Oh, we bringing some heat for Shot Show.
Yeah, because I mean, because they're in. Because even so, like, even if like you feel like they're pretty much out of it because they're not going to get all them points from you, like they're in a spot to where, hell, even if you beat them 24-16, that might be what keeps you out of the playoffs. Like,
not happening. I'm gonna tell you what their problem is. Their problem is good scratch pair, handicap bowlers. No, because you got to realize they blew up all their averages in the beginning, and they got all those averages they got to maintain. Guess what? You got a 198 bowler that's basically at 220 right now. Come on now, really? I mean, you got to go back and look at their numbers. Look at their averages. Look where they came and started with. Yes, they got some handicap bowlers. Okay, cool. Guess what? I got some too. Am I going to put them on the floor? No. I'm not going to match handicap versus handicap when I know that I got true 220 average that can shoot at Bush River as well.
Who's your three making the playoffs out of this?
Who I see making playoffs out of this?
Yeah.
I see us, Anarchy, and Augusta Rain. Augusta Rain control their own destiny now, but
they got wasted potential.
I told Ray this today. Wasted potential can mess around and take 30 from Augusta Rain. I see Rampage winning no more than 30. And the only reason why I say that is there are a few of those bowlers that do not like Bush. They don't like Bush. They had second.
No. Who do they have?
They got Crucial Conflict. Guess what? A lot of local bowlers.
Mm.
Because you're gonna have Dre that's probably gonna be in the lineup for him. You might have Lang. I mean, I
Your
can see
eyes
them.
open, nigga?
I can see them. I can see them getting 10. But like I said, don't sleep on them because they got local bowlers and critical. Damn, I'm gonna say critical role. You got Carolina Rampage that don't like Bush. Chester Crosby don't like Bush.
So you calling the upset?
I'm not calling the upset. I'm calling Carolina Rampage ain't getting no more than 30.
Well, if they get 30, that's. Oh, you said Rampage. I'm sorry, I was looking at something else. Okay. And they
Rampage
got
get
crucial
30.
conflict.
Yep.
I see what you're saying now. My bad. I was looking at it reverse. Okay.
Savages. Now, this is where it can really, really get messy. Savages and gatekeepers. That can get really messy. Because
And Savages
I
got who?
know Savages got gatekeepers again.
And Bush. Okay. How
And
did the
Bush.
first one? How did the first one?
Savages won 28-12. I remember from what
Where
I
was
was
that at?
told, Anderson and Gatekeepers won the first 3. They swept the first game.
Mm.
Yep. So I like it to be more of a dogfight. I think some of the Savages, I think they're gonna get big headed. They're gonna feel that because of the outside stuff going on with gatekeepers. They thinking that okay, they got so much distractions that they not gonna give a damn.
Mm-hmm.
That's their mindset. They're not gonna give a damn. So they figure, well, we can just go ahead and take 30 plus from gatekeepers because they're not gonna care. They're not gonna put their best bowls out there. Most of those guys are leaving. Blah 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 blah. Now, Monty, like I said, Monty, all Monty gotta do is just put a line up out there. Don't say I went, and we know Monty. Monty ain't gonna entertain that noise. We know that. He's not gonna entertain it. So I'm looking more of a 22-18, 24-16 match at Bush.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that happening.
So basically, you predicting the Savages is to fall out of it.
I think Savages.
Because let's say, hold on real quick. Let's say Savages. So you basically predicting the Savages to lose, correct?
I'm not going to say they lose. I'm not going to say they win. I think they just going to be more of a Dolphin. If you really look at the matches, Augusta Rain, West Potential, Savages, Gatekeepers are going to be more of the dogfight matches out of the day.
Yeah. So basically, so let me ask you this: where do you see the Savages come that last position round in Greenville? Because that last position round, I don't want to see Savages in the Greenville.
I don't either. I know that.
Right.
Hell
so that's what I'm
no.
saying. So who do you see them facing in that last position round?
I could see them facing Wasted Potential.
At what? At what? 5-6?
5-6.
So then that would put you in Complete Anarchy at 3-4.
3-4.
One of y'all that goes against what your prediction was earlier.
I mean, I see myself in the 3. I see myself in the 3-4 spot.
Coming to last position round.
Yep. Here's my take on things. Ray needs me to take 26.
And you got I mean, you got Shot
And,
Show.
and if Ray takes 40, Ray doesn't need me to take no more than 26. Because you got to realize at the end of the year, if it becomes a tiebreaker, I got a tiebreaker over Ray. So you got to think about the tiebreakers, that them tiebreaker scenarios at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
I just lost a tiebreaker to Augusta Rain. I'm already like, my tiebreaker scenarios are not good. Augusta Rain, Rampage, and Gatekeepers, I can't afford to tie with.
Out of the top 6 teams, who do Savages have a tiebreaker over?
Well, Savages, if Savages they're gonna end up leading the district in total pinfall.
Savages got total
So that breaks the tie right
Anarchy.
there.
I think they got Anarchy
Hold
and
on.
Rampage.
Compared to what Ray just said, is that the first thing? Is total pinfall?
Nope.
No, Matt, head to head's first.
Head
Head-to-head.
to head is first. Okay.
Head to head's first. And so like Savages and Rampage, I think they split.
So
I think
then it
they
would go to total
two
pinfall.
up. They 2 up.
Oh, they went.
I think they went up 2. They up 2. Savages don't have tiebreaker over Augusta Rain. They got tiebreaker over Wasted Potential. They don't have and they got tiebreaker over y'all. They don't have tiebreaker over me.
That man, y'all district is crazy right now, man.
Because we took 30 from Savages. And you know what's crazy? Here's the thing. We bowled Gatekeepers 3 times. Gatekeepers got 2 point tiebreak over us.
Mm.
And they beat us twice.
And Gatekeepers is 20 behind y'all.
And Gatekeepers behind us. But Gatekeepers beat us twice.
Mm.
That 36-4, when we bought them last time, basically kind of basically just pushed it a little more. So if we catch them again,
y'all are very similar to us, where the 6-7 matchup could potentially go to the playoffs.
7-8, yeah.
I'm sorry, 7-8, right? Well, that 7 where if they stay at 7th and they face that 8th, that's dangerous.
No, I don't think so, because of the fact that you got to think.
How were they against Shot Show and Crucial Conflict? Well, let's just say Shot Show. They're the only ones that can.
Shot Show's done.
No. My question was how was the matchups between Shot Show and Carolina Gatekeepers? Because if Carolina Gatekeepers been beating the crap out of them all season, and they face them at the 7-8 matchup, it's a potential they can walk from 7th to 3rd.
Who, Shot Show or Gatekeepers?
Gatekeepers.
Right now, Gatekeepers need. So
I'm just talking about just that scenario. What is the matchup between Gatekeepers and Shot Show? Do y'all know? Oh, Monty's still up here. Monty, what's y'all record against Shot Show?
I'm not even thinking that. I think we're gonna all finish close. I don't think that the tiebreaker is gonna be what keeps somebody in the playoffs or out of the playoffs. I think it's just gonna be, everybody having to. Anybody that's in the 1, 2, 3 in the position round, they're going to be looking over their shoulder, because any slip up could lead them missing the playoffs.
Yep.
Plain and simple. If it gets to where the 7 is mathematically in a good spot, to where 7 beats 8 pretty big, 5 or 6 win big, 3 or 4 win big, they could jump both 1 and 2.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's a lot of
There's a lot that can.
crazy possibilities that can happen. Like the it's kind of like you see in like the NBA, for instance, where you had certain teams that they lost games. They lost games because they didn't want to face a certain team in the first round.
Yeah, them punk ass Cavs. You can say it.
Yeah, punk ass Cavs. There you go. So, and how people had kind of expected the Lakers to like want to avoid the Nuggets,
Right.
That kind of thing. Like everybody's gonna be too busy trying to make the playoffs that it can't be a what seed do I want to be? Who would I feel better? You know what I mean? Like it's go. Like
it's pretty much the play-in tournament from 1 through 7.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like you're in a play-in right now because like you said, you can't rest guys. You can't say, oh, let me get you got to bring your best. 1 through 7 has to bring their best in order to get in, and that is crazy. But like I said, gentlemen, I have to get up in the morning. This has been a great conversation. After the tour stop tomorrow, if I'm not too beat, because I got a bowl league after the tour stop, we could definitely do this again and talk about it because now we'll be kind of caught up with y'all.
Yeah,
which is kind of weird. I know y'all had a situation that happened. We don't have to get into that, but we'll talk tomorrow or the next time we all will definitely reconvene because this is going to be. I think this is going to be fun all the way up until the end. I'm hoping that ours happen the same way because I as a competitor, you love this stuff.
Yes.
You love it as a competitor. This is what you want. So I'm hoping it stays this close. I'm hoping it comes down to that last position round. It just brings the excitement, man. It just brings the energy out of it. I want to thank Ray. Thank our guests. Thank you, Ray. Thank you, Monty, for being like a moderator and giving me the information. Appreciate you, the champ of the middle people.
He's so stupid. He's so fucking retarded. Swear to God.
Everybody have a great night. Like I said, we will be having Juice on next week. I'm gonna talk to Juice, and then also we will be recapping the tour stop. Like I said, it's either gonna be tomorrow or Monday. But big shout outs to everybody. Hope everybody have a great night. Good luck tomorrow if you're bowling tomorrow, and high scores.
Cool. Good luck, man.
Appreciate it.